Hello everyone and welcome to another Doki Doki Card Fight Club Vanguard match. This time around is actually a match by yours truly in locals using my Granfia here on the left and a new friend of mine playing his Mahar. And as you can see, we already started turn 1 where I am getting attacked for 1 damage there, and I also apologize for the glare. And I'm also actually using set 12 support. And then and now we're going to ride to grade 2 and calling a plant token from being rolled upon by the grade 1. And then calling the best card shrooms, putting it to soul, getting 2 plant tokens. And then our promo, Darien, which is basically a grade 1 orange that can call us a token on battle phase. Now we're swinging back with the rush. Takes 1, and now it's going to guard for 1 to pass. And it's going to take another damage right there. The rush is still pretty strong even until post set 12. But knowing what Mahar can do, he may as well keep going up with how he's going to do his turns here. And now he's going to get Trickstar from the right line skill. And as we can see in the damage zone, that there is an arc sadly, which is basically the pot of greed for this deck, which allows it to draw its pieces, which is still a very good overdressing it up until now, even after set 1. Now let's see if he's actually going to get a turn to arcs, and yes, he's going to do it. And counter +1, get +5 and draw 2, getting those pieces back as much as possible. And now he's going to swing for, I think, 20. Drive checks a heal, which is very good. Now he's going back to 1, and I'm also getting a heal and putting myself back at 1, but the arc is still actually going to be attacking for 25, only at 20k. Now, I think I also actually took this attack because my hand was actually pretty bad. And now, as we can see, I'm debating whether I should take it, and then I should take it, and then I did. Then we're going to go to 2, and now we're going to stand and draw for turn for grade 3. And since we're grade 2 scale, we get to ride for free this time around, but only on Granfia, actually. And then we're going to use this skill to Soul Blast 1, get the noblest rose, with currently 4 gauges, and that seriously me struggling to get to the 4 in my D20, and then we're going to get a dice on there for power. Now we're currently at 20k, plus 20k because of the gauge's nature. Now we're going to use Frozen Resentment to check top 3. And I think I dropped something here. It's actually a pretty tough ditch because I'm actually going first here, so I can't really use a Rosarium that much. And then you see me ditching a Yolanda there, which is actually a set 12 support card as well. And then we're just going to shuffle and have my opponent cut my deck for me, and then we're actually going to be calling orange, which is on place, get another gauge, so we're now at plus 25k, and that's me struggling to get the 5 on the D20. Now we're now at 25k power. Yep. Now the Noblest is now at 30k power total, and then we're going to go to battle phase. Then we're going to get 2 more gauges with orange and Darien. Then Darien also allows me to draw 1. Now we're going to be attacking for just 10 because no power boost, and then we're going to swing with the Vanguard for 43, I believe. And it's just going to PG for safekeeping because I don't blame him. Now drive check is Elenia and Rosarium actually, so blanks for the time being. But now we're going to use Granfia's skill to go to, I think, 3 or 4. Depending, yep, we ditched 5, so we went to 2, I suppose. And then we're going to attack again for like, that's 35 plus 8, 43 actually, the same number now. It's Nirvana's turn again. He's gonna draw. But sadly, as you can see, he actually drew the OT. But we'll see how it plays out later. Now he's gonna ride into base base Nirvana, because sadly he had to go first with me. No, he has to go second, so he has to wait an extra turn just to get the grade 4 on. Unless he had the grade 4 enabled, which I believe he did not, sadly. So he's stuck at grade 3 for a moment. And now he's just checking what he has in drop, if he has to revive something. And there's me just hand shuffling like no tomorrow, because my hand is actually pretty big and had pretty good cards. So he's actually calling Virina by himself. But that's all I can do for the time being. So he's cannibalizing 1 gift from a plus 10k basically. And can swing. Oh, he did get a crit. So I'm going to go to 3. And nothing. The new Blitz order actually, now taking 2, all blanks sadly. And now Arc is actually gonna swing for 20, I think, at orange. Yeah, at orange. I was debating whether I should take it or not, but I think I took it either way. And then the Vibrant is going to swing. I'm going to block there. And then we're going to stand and draw. Actually skipping Persona Ride because set 12 actually allows Granfia to just drop Persona Rides like on the get-go because Rosarium just gets so much power already without needing to Persona Ride. And now there's me debating whether I should actually commit to the Rosarium turn, but as you can see, my hand was also actually not very good either. I could have called the one Rosarium, but actually chose to call Elenia to revive Shrooms. And then we're going to use the skill put itself to soul, get another 2 plant gauges. We're going to go to 4, and then also giving Elenia plus 5k because I have a Granfia Vanguard. And now there's me debating on what I should do next because I actually did not commit to the Rosarium turn for the time being because yeah, my hand sucked. I think I called another orange here because I do see another orange in my hand. Now, what do we do next? And also, as we can see with the game state here, the matchup is actually looking pretty good for Mahar because he's at 3, I'm at 4. And now we're actually going to be using Tearful Malice to CC1 at the cost of removing 2 gauges or retiring 2 rear guards in this case. And then we're also going to be calling down another orange, which will go back to 3 for us, which is on place as usual. And then actually going to call the cow, which I cannot pronounce that name for my own safety. We're just going to call it the cow to actually get a resentment back from drop. And now we're going to go to battle phase with orange and Darien. We're going to go 2, 4, no 5. And then we're going to kind of +1 again to draw 1. That's another rip. Then we're gonna attack for 15, I suppose. Yeah, with Elenia. Now it's gonna intercept for 18. Granfia swings for, I believe, 43 again. Because it does say plus 30 on my D6 that I'm using for power counters, which is is 43 total. Actually 48. And now he's gonna actually be using the OT to guard, but thanks to the Blitz orders skill, he can put it back to hand instead of getting retired. So that's a total of OT to pass, which is Twin Drive. I did get a crit, but sadly I could not really put the effects separately, I think, or at least on the same unit, which I did get the power to orange because he needs it, and the crit to Elenia, which will be restanding. And he's gonna swing for, I think that's 30k, that's like 35 plus 8, that's 43 with the crit. And excuse me, and he's taking it, and is actually getting another heal. So then he goes back to 4 instead of 5, and now orange will attack for only 28. He's guarding it, and he's going to be setting and drawing this time around. Now Mahar is finally going to be able to be used, and I tend to actually forget that Mahar is a axe skill, not an on place. So he's going to debate on if it's actually worth using the burn damage, because it's actually very much of a double-edged sword, which you will see here. And then he's gonna use his skill to get something from drop, but also dealing you 1 damage. And there's the OT. So it's a complete turn shutdown, sadly, for Mahar, because his OT was already out in hand, and I pretty much just got a shutdown trigger. But he's still gonna be attacking for the drive checks. Actually he's gonna be attacking orange, which I did let through. That's another critical wasted, and it's dropping the 3rd drive check, which is actually the Blitz order. And then he's gonna be attacking Elenia, which I just went through. And now this is basically my final turn for this match, which I'm actually gonna be using Shrooms, and I think I just put it to soul and just farm as much gauge as I can. So we're gonna go to 2, that's gonna be plus 10, and we're gonna give plus 5k to the cow actually, and then we're gonna be calling down Rosarium. Also, I apologize for the glare as per usual, using its skill to kill 1, I think, and then get it to 2. And then we're gonna go to 4 gauges, and then we're gonna be using the resentment again to ditch a Mystiarch habitat this time around, and then reviving something. I think I didn't even have to do the order, but I just wanted to dex in at that point. I'm basically just bullying my opponent here at this point because the OT was just basically a turn shutdown, and now just me just scrambling to get my stuff because I just keep dropping them for some reason. And now we're gonna be going to remain at 4, and then we're gonna revive some, which is the 2nd Rosarium. and using his skill again to basically retire 1 to gain 2 rear guards or tokens, which will be going to 5, I suppose. Yeah, 5. And we're gonna 25 plus 25k power. And now we're gonna be moving on to battle phase, I suppose. With Darien skill, we're gonna go to 6, so that's plus 30. Did I use a skill? I also did use a skill, and I did not draw a trigger this time around, which will be now swinging with the first Rosarium, using a skill to take the power of the Noblesse and add it to its own. So that's plus 35, it's plus 43 with the first swing. Actually, only 1 damage, actually. They may be big in number, but the one that is keeping this, like, Granfia ground is just not having crit lethality, unless you use something like the Nectar order that have seen in many variants before. Now we're gonna swing with Vanguard for actually 35 plus, that's actually 48 actually. So he's gonna go with OT and Trickstar for 2 to pass, I think. Yeah, that's 2 to pass. Oh, that's another heal. I mean, this is all about like heal sacking at this rate, which I actually did not give the power to Vanguard because my opponent only had 2 cards in hand. I think it just didn't matter anymore, so just gonna put the power to, I think, the other Rosarium. Yeah, the other Rosarium. And now we're gonna second check. Yeah, it's blank. But now I'm still gonna be attacking for big numbers, which is gonna be plus 15 on the Restored Rosarium. Now we're gonna attack with the other one first for, I think that's that was a big number, and then 48, and then attacking again with the Rosarium for 48 plus. Now 43 plus 8 is 51 with 1 damage, and then that's game. That concludes this match for DDCC's Granfia versus Mahar match, and I do hope you all enjoyed this commentary for the first time, and I hope to see you all in the next video. And this is actually Combo Paladin signing out.